All right. There are people here waiting, and I don't think they're waiting anymore. I put an invite out to Liz. She may or may not come. But this is a time when individuals will gaslight and fool with perceptions. And that is nothing new. Nothing new at all. Oh, there's boycott Applebees is trending on Twitter right now. I now see everyone hates Applebees, not just for their food. Executives, now what exactly did they do? An Applebee executive who owns 50 locations in the Midwest in emails this week was celebrating gas prices reaching record highs. He was telling his staff lower wages because now desperate. Let's see. Oh, Applebee's hates America. Really? It's interesting, I guess. Applebee's executives offer dark vision of restaurant hiring. And, some people will say things and then, yeah, and then that will start a whole kind of thing. And it's hard now because people don't necessarily want to talk and get to the bottom of things and have a conversation. They'd rather talk at one another than to each other, and that's, you'll find that. I am also guilty of wanting to talk at people and not to them, but I'm trying to get better. And if someone wants to talk at you or doesn't want to hear you, I can leave the room, and if you're listening to this, you can leave the room too. If they don't want to hear the subject at hand, and you feel that they're disrespecting you as a human being. It's also important that I think a person perhaps respect himself, but it is hard because there are lots of temptations out there to eat bad and do bad, and there may be less temptation to do it if food prices go up and other things go up. They've been talking about food shortages, and that certainly is a possibility. And what would people in the United States of America do if there started to be food shortages? How would we respond? It's kind of a scary thought. But, certainly that hasn't happened yet. And people have said there's a lot of fear mongering going on about that. And maybe there is. Maybe there is a load of fear mongering and all this stuff hasn't happened yet. And maybe they want to put that in your brain so things won't be that bad. Or like politicians sometimes might put that in your brain. And then when it doesn't happen, you'll think, oh, you were overreacting. But certainly, I think we're facing a battle in this country and throughout the civilized world. It's a moral battle and a spiritual battle, I guess. And the more in touch you are with yourself, and the better able you are to restrain yourself, the better able you will be able to fight the demons that are out there. And there certainly are lots of demons. And these demons offer fun. They offer all kinds of potential carnal pleasure and gluttony and the nightlife. And talking to a family member who lives out in the sticks, and a lot of the people out in the sticks, they love to come to the city because the city is fun, but the city has lots of problems. And they have lots of problems with violence, and they have lots of problems with a lot of emotionally unhinged people. And they have gravitated towards our cities. Our cities have easier access to drugs. Our cities have much easier access to all kinds of degeneracy. And that's one of the reasons why people like big cities, because, again, they're a lot more fun than these smaller hick towns. Fun used to be a lot more innocent and a lot less degenerate, but when degenerates run things, they make their own rules, and they're not fair. You think a degenerate's fair, he's all about fair and smoking pot with you, but if you disagree with that degenerate, uh, like Seth Rogen, he's about smoking pot, getting being easy on people and very understanding and compassionate until you disagree with him, and then you become his ideological enemy. So, I like to say, I think his favorite pot is Paul Pot, you know. But a lot of degenerates are very easygoing and are free flowing until you have a disagreement, and then they become true monsters. And the people who seem hard at first and who have standards, they seem really cruel. But if you follow along and you do what's right, um, they do offer a better life. And you want to live by those standards than the standards of the degenerate. Anyway, this has been Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, particularly if you disagree. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Visit our website, transparencyandmerit.com. Also visit our Rumble page, Transparency and Merit on Rumble. Thank you for listening.